In this tutorial, we're going to go over the different ways that are available to you to style your HTML document. Now, we do that using CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and basically there's three ways that you can apply CSS to your HTML document. Each one of them has their own usage, but as far as priorities go, top priority is going to be inline CSS, which I'm going to explain. Second to that, of course, would be the style tag, and then lastly is the external style sheet. Now, even though the external style sheet has the last priority when it comes to user agents defining the tags on your page, it's actually the most desirable usage, and I'll explain why. The purpose of CSS is to style your HTML, and it also saves you a boatload of time, as you're going to see here in our example. Now here we have a link tag that's being used to link our style sheet located in the CSS folder styles.css, and here's a look at that file, and all we have in there right now is just an ID called coming soon, and we have that being used right here in the first section. Now basically the user agent is going to go ahead and it's going to use any styles that are in here, and it's going to apply them to the page. Now if you have an external style sheet, but let's say you didn't style the paragraph tag, then it's going to be whatever that user agent's default paragraph tag looks like. So that's the purpose of the external style sheet. You can style selective elements of your page. You don't have to style every individual thing. You can just go ahead and say, okay, I just want to make a little, like I said, an ID here, and go ahead and put it in. Now also, internal style sheets are also useful. That's the second level. And at that level, what you're doing is you're using the style tag as seen here, and the same way you would over here using this tag, this element here, you would go ahead and you'd put it right in between the opening and closing style tags of your document. In this case, we've created a class called test, and we're using it here. We're applying it in the paragraph tag here, and we're calling it test. Now the third and highest priority, of course, is the inline CSS. Now basically, if you really want to, if you can envision it, you're a developer for a website, okay? So on one level, you want all the pages to look alike, right? But now that would be the external style sheet. So every time you want a page to look the same as the rest of them, you just link this page, right? But let's say that this page has some individual characteristics about it that set it apart from the other pages. Well, then you might want to use an internal block to style other elements of that page. But let's say that as you're writing and you're doing your markup, you realize that, hey, you know what? I want to do something even more distinct in this page. I want to use some inline CSS to style this one block here. Now here's why inline is the least desirable of the three, because the whole purpose of CSS is to save you time. Well, when you're using inline CSS, that would mean that in order for this to work, this only works for this one. The next paragraph tag that I use, I have to use, it'll be plain Jane. But if I used it here, then I could style the paragraph, and then all the paragraphs on this page only would be styled. Okay. Now when you use this style sheet, the external style sheet, then you can link that to every page on your site and it would work and look the same. Okay, and I hope I've explained that well. But here we're going to see that all three of them work. I'm going to preview this document right now in Chrome, and you'll see that here's the example from the external style sheet. Here's our internal style that we created at the top in the head of our document using the style tag. And here's our inline CSS. And there'll be more of this to come very soon. Thanks for viewing.